Hi, I'm Kurt Jacobson, the Fast and Furious Cook, and it is springtime here in Baltimore, and we have some wonderful asparagus in this area. And one of the things I've done with it recently is I've developed a chilled asparagus soup. And now this is using almond milk, not a dairy product, and it has come out better than I could have imagined. Even those of you that like milk and half in this kind of soup, you got to try it with this almond milk because it is great. To start with, I'll show you what we got here. It's simple ingredients. I got 3 cups of water getting ready to boil on the stove. I got the 1 pound of asparagus, and then I got a sprig of oregano, and then I got spike seasoning salt. So first off, I'm going to wash the asparagus off real good, going over to the sink here. And what I like to do is I like to take these here spears and take the thins tied up and shake them around in some water real good. And then I'll hit them with the spray, top to bottom. Make sure we get all that grit out of them. Because these little puppies come poking up through the dirt, and they gather some dirt in that part of the asparagus tip. Now, one of the tricks about this asparagus critter is you got to get these bottoms off. And usually I'll start with a cut about like that. And you never know how tough these are until you bite into one. These are tender all the way down to here. So that's good. We're gonna still toss this little bit because you don't want to cook that tough stuff, especially in a soup. When you go to blend it, those fibers will just stop your blender from doing its thing. So what I'm going to do here is get these all even and cut about 1-inch lengths. Doesn't have to be exact. There, we got it. Now we're looking to get about 2 cups of asparagus pieces in the water. This is a pretty small recipe size. It's just for 2 people. But it'll double real easily. So there's our 2 cups, and I'm not worried about these little puppies here. They're going to go in a salad or stir fry or something today or tomorrow. Alright, so I've plucked the leaves off of this stem of oregano. Now oregano is from the mint family, and some of it is mintier than others. This is a Italian oregano. It's got a lovely mint flavor, but not as strong as like a spearmint or peppermint. So I'm just going to shave it up here a little, because this is going to get blended anyway with an immersion blender or a tabletop blender if that's what you have. And so it doesn't have to be minced real fine. And we're looking to get about a tablespoon. So we'll see how that measures up. Yep, that's about a tablespoon. So we're going to put that right there. Our water is just about to boil, and we'll hit this to the water right now because it's going ahead and simmering on the edges. That's close enough for this. Now this will take about 5 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and drain it, and I'll show you how to puree it. And one other thing about the almond milk. Be sure when you buy it, it says unsweetened, because there's a lot of sweetened or flavored almond milks out there, and you don't want those for this soup. It will change it, not in a good way. Okay, we've drained the asparagus, and now we're just going to give it a quick rinse. We don't have to chill it all the way down, because it's going to sit in the refrigerator for a while. And yeah, an hour or 2, 3 or 4 hours before serving time is just fine. Then we'll get it all blended up with the rest of the ingredients. There we go. Okay, now comes the fun part where we get to play with the Immersion Blender. If you haven't tried one of these things, they are great. So we're going to add to the cooked asparagus 1 1/4 cups of almond milk. Or thereabouts. It doesn't have to be exact. Then we're going to put our tablespoon of fresh oregano in there. And one of the optional ingredients is cayenne pepper. I love it. So I put a little bit in there. Just kick it up a bit. And you can use salt or you can use spike for this. Either works just fine. We're going to use about half a teaspoon. And then we're going to put regular salt in with the spike so the spike doesn't overpower this. About a quarter teaspoon to half a teaspoon is plenty. And then we're going to mix it up. Now this doesn't take very long. Just got to kind of move it around a little bit. And we're looking to get every single chunk, including those that are sticking into the sides, cut down. You can even strain this if you want, but that just depends on how thin, or I mean, how clean of a smooth soup you want. I'm not that particular about this. That looks pretty good. Now this will go in the fridge and chill for a minimum of 1 hour, and then we'll give it a taste. All right, so the asparagus soup has chilled properly, and I've gone ahead and diced up some fresh chives. These are optional. Put those over that for serving time. I've already tasted it, came out great, but you should always taste it first to see if you need to adjust the seasonings before serving it to your guests or family. And with that, as Julia Childs would say, bon appetit. That is good. Well, thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again soon. Remember, you can find this recipe on www.fastandfuriouscook.com. Hope to see you again here soon.